So in this video we'll learn how to create a file and how to add frame to that file. So without more words, let's get into it. Okay, here we should go to, or in the screen we can just click in the right hand side, or in the recents we can also click here for creating a new file. Okay, let's wait it to be created. You can see it's very fast. You can add the file name here. Okay, you can call it whatever you want. Okay, I'll just add dummies words here. So let's first start with adding frame to our project. So for that we have different sections here, which is the top section, which is the menu, the left section, which is layers and assets. We'll talk about them also, and the right one, which is changing depending on the tools we are choosing from here. Okay, after you finished, you can share and play and etc. We'll talk about them in the future videos. So the first thing we should do, come up here. We have tools here, region tools, called region tools. So we can add frame and slice here. You can just click F as well to add a frame. You can choose a custom frame here, which is a custom, let's say, size. Or you can also choose there from right side specific devices. I'll choose a desktop. Okay, I'm gonna choose this one. As you can see, the frame is created. You can see the name here, and you can change the name as well. Okay, for example, home page. Okay, so on the right side you can see the frame can be both portrait and landscape. Okay, and you can change the it's not working here, but you will see what is this for and what is this for. It's actually working here. It's just, as you can see, rotating the things, but we cannot change the frame radius. That's why it's not, you cannot see here. Let me just make it 1000. You can see it's for radius or the frame. Okay, corner radius, let's say. So we have here X and Y and width and height. X and Y for position of the frame. Okay, you can change and see that. We have also width, which is changing the width, and we can also change the height of the frame we have here. Okay, I'll set the radius to 0 and rotation to 0 as well. Alright, that's all cool. So we have a constraint here. For example, I'm gonna add this constraint. It's for example, I'm just we don't have anything inside yet, that's why we cannot see that. For example, I'm changing the Y value. Okay, you can see here, or I'm changing the height. While changing the height of the artboard, or it's not an artboard, it's called an artboard in Photoshop and Illustrator, but it's frame here. Try to remember that. Okay, while I want to change the height of the frame, the width is also changing, as you can see from here, because of that constraint. Okay, I'm turning that off and changing the height. As you can see, only height is changing. Okay, I hope you understand this part. Okay, going down we can see layout here. So layout can be horizontal or vertical. I'm choosing the horizontal for now because our website will be horizontal one. Alright, okay, I'm gonna delete this. So one of the important parts and useful parts is layout grid. I'm gonna add one grid here. So as you can see, grid is added. You can just click here to increase the grid size. I will set it. You can hold shift and increase it. Okay, you can see the grid is increasing. You can set the grid color to different color. Okay, and opacity as well. Okay, and we'll have different other options here. I can also hide and show grid or delete it. Okay, rather than grid, we have columns and rows here. I can click the rows, one of my favorite ones. Okay, so there's a column count here. You can set whatever you want, 4, 3, whatever you want. You can set the color of the column. Here we have a type of that, which is left, right, center, and stretch. As you can see, stretch. Okay, we have its auto here, set it automatically. We have a margin here, which adds the margin from left and right. Okay, we have gutter, the down. What's that for? It's adding the space between the columns. As you can see here, I'm gonna make it 20. Alright, that's all about the columns. We have rows as well. It's the same with the columns. I'll just use columns here. Okay, so down below we have layers. You can set different options here. We'll learn about them while we're adding shapes and etc. We cannot see the effects of these for now. Okay, that's why I'm gonna just make it pass through. Alright, so we have a fill tab here. We'll talk about the fill tab, but I just wanna show you the color here, so that we can change the color. We'll see other options in the future videos. So we have a stroke here as well, which we can add stroke to the objects and frames. So I'm gonna add one stroke and make it a little bit, okay, and its width to 30. Or it can be inside, outside, or centered. Okay, I'll make it centered. Alright, here we have different other options: round, square, line arrow, and triangle arrow. We have also join types. You can see it's changing from here. Alright, we have dashes as well. For example, I want to add dash of 3. You can see it's dashed now. It can be 1 as well. Okay, it can be 10. You can see it's changing, and we have an angle of meter angle. Okay, you can change and see its effect as well. Alright, down below we have effects as well: drop shadow, layer, blue, and etc. It's now showing at the moment because I should add some other shapes here to see that. Okay, we'll see that in the future videos. And the last one, we have an export option. We can export single assets. For example, this layer or this let's say frame as a PNG or other types, and 1, 2, 3, 4 axis as well. We can add suffix, and okay, you can see preview down below as well. That's all about the frames. Okay, I hope you understand. It's very easy and straightforward.